Hello everybody, this is Aegis StarCraft once again bringing you another commentary on strategies on how to defeat rushes and cheese and all other kind of crazy cheap little strategies. So as you can see here, I'm Adjudicator's red protoss spawning on the right side of Scrap Station, and on the left side we're going to have Kalnaki? I'm not sure, but we have blue protoss on the left side, and as you can see here, he is actually sending his first probe out to my base. And let's see exactly what it is that he has up his sleeve. Now, as you can see, I'm doing standard. I do 9 pylon. For some reason, I usually tend to do this up here. I don't favor um, walling off as much anymore because, I don't know, it's just a personal preference. And here, this is critical. You have to keep attention of this probe, because what just happened here, I saw that probe running by my probe in the minimap. So you gotta really keep an eye on the minimap at all times. And I know, okay, something's really going on right here. And yep, there is a pylon going on here, and let's take a look at my opponent's base. He has nothing here. So what do you want to do here, guys? Don't freak out too much. This is kind of a big deal, but it's not too big of a deal. So if you saw that pylon, I moved all my probes down, and I took that pylon out. He actually canceled that, so he didn't lose as many minerals. But let's see here, resources. You're going to see that I'm already ahead of him in probes. So I sent another probe because I'm like, when someone cheeses you, they usually stick with it because either they don't really know anything else or because they really think they're going to win just that way. So one mistake here, I kind of left this probe there to get a couple hits. So I bring my probes back again. I didn't intend for this to finish building, but it's great that it did, because now I'm going to be able to take out his supply. So yeah, look at my mining. I mean, I'm totally 95 versus 265 minerals at the moment. But he's back into supply, and he just lost at least 110, I believe, 110 minerals trying to do that rush. So his probe's going here back and forth, and again, as I am wanting to do sometimes, I am talking a little bit of smack, saying how cute it is that he's trying a rush. I'm not exactly sure if it's a cannon rush at this point or if it is a gateway rush, but I'm assuming it's a cannon rush. And here he goes trying it again, but obviously I can see this. There's no secret here. Again, my probes are forced to go back down, but look at this, I'm still ahead. Even though my mining is behind, he's racking up minerals. He's soon going to hit a wall of supply that he can't, he needs to start putting stuff down. So let's take a look at his base. He has this forge down, which is good, because then, once he gets that pylon down at my base, he can start cannoning me everywhere. So here he puts that pylon down there, and I actually don't see it. So that's actually good of him to hide that pylon, because I keep destroying all his pines. But I'm like, you know what? I need to be really careful. So just start putting that zealot. You've taken the cannon threat out. That's important. So here he tries to put another cannon, but already put a gateway there. So this is kind of a block, like he probably should have put his cannon down here immediately after that, because my zealot just kind of went by and I didn't really notice that until a couple seconds afterwards. As you can see here, I'm doing my second zealot, and now I see it and I'm like, oh, send this back, bring a couple probes. You don't have to bring all of them. That's one kind of a mistake I made. You only have to bring enough as can fit, because see, these two probes are doing nothing right now. They're just kind of walking back and forth, and you bring all your probes down, they're all going to be going back and forth doing nothing. Oops, I had a little technical problem with the keyboard there. So as you can see, I'm just continuing as normal. If you take a look at his base, I am sending a zealot. I want to see what's going on, if he's how much mineral has he spent in this rush. He has only one gateway barely being put down as I get there, so he's in deep trouble. He has 2 cannons. Oh my goodness, look at the supply. He has 12 probes, and I have 27 supply of probes and a zealot, I believe. One zealot is still alive. 2 zealots are still alive over here at the middle of the map. Now, this is really cute that what he did here. If you look at my expansion, he's actually stealing my natural expansion, and I don't actually realize this for a good while, but it actually kind of works out in my favor, as you'll see. So key here is, what did I do? That pylon, that first pylon going down, is critical to be destroyed. Use as many probes as you need to destroy it. You usually don't need all of them, depending on how early it is. Maps like Steps of War might be a little bit, different, but don't freak out too much. It's just make sure that pylon doesn't go down, and try to scout properly, try to keep alert. Here it looks like I'm going for a It looks like I was trying to build into a 4 gate, but not quite, just 3 gate into a stalker because I'm obviously a little behind because of all the mining time that I had spent not mining. So here I'm saving up a little bit, as you can see, for stalkers, and oh man, this is typical. Again, this was another one of the first games I did and supply blocked and wasted 3 chrono boosts on here. Now, as you saw, my zealots were poking at his base over here. No point, guys. There really no point in me to sacrifice 4 zealots, 400 minerals to these 3 cannons that are going to obliterate everything I'm doing. Now, looking back here, he's actually starting to saturate my natural expansion, and this is where your gaming sense, once you start playing more games, you kind of start thinking, okay, something's wrong. I saw 3 cannons here and I saw no zealots, and he's just all of a sudden a cheeser has gone into the defensive. Something's going on. So I start scouting the map, and I know this is why he doesn't have anything else, because he just spent all his money trying to steal my natural expansion. So what do I do? Oh, I'm sorry, there is a message here. I do not know how to remove that. If anyone can tell me, let me know. I will gladly do that so it doesn't happen again. But anyway, as you can see here, I got stalkers finally not supply blocked, but it looks like I'm about to supply block myself again. So what I want is get the immortal, because the immortals, like I said, supply blocked. We want to get these immortals are anti-armored, and they're great at taking out big hefty buildings and units that deal a lot of damage, because their shields only take 10 damage at most, no matter how much damage the unit that is hitting it hurts. So of course, I don't want him to start macroing up too much. I start taking out these rocks so I can reinforce my front as fast as possible. You want to use the zealots to absorb the damage from the cannons, and you want to use the stalkers to you know, kite back and forth if you have to. So that way you don't you take little minimum damage and you can do as much damage as you can possibly can. So I am waiting for my first immortal because I have supply blocked myself, and it looks like I'm on the verge of supply blocking myself again. The key thing, guys, do not supply block yourself. So yeah, see this, the second immortal again, wasting the chrono boost. Oh my goodness, I'm horrible. So as you can see, I'm advancing up here. I'm destroying these rocks. It looks like I head back for a little bit, and he's trying to expand again, which is really look at the supply differential, 2463. This is such a bad position to be playing in. This is why you do not cheese. This is why you do not do little cheap strategies. Because, look, my zealots are absorbing all the damage. My mortal a little bit stuck here. I'm going to start microing in a little bit. As you can see, I actually split the forces so that I can micro the stalkers and the immortal, pushing into the base as far deep as possible, and again talking trash as always, and using the zealots to do the damage and take the damage up front. So let's see back here, it looks kind of like I'm starting to slow down, you know, letting off the accelerator a little bit. My opponent being cute, a little online StarCraft troll. I am finally not supply blocked, so that is a good thing. I'm putting my second nexus because, again, you never want to assume you've won. This guy still has that second nexus, and if I were to just kind of, you know, back off right now, he could potentially, I mean, look how many pros he has. Well, not that many, but he could potentially start building up a unit. And I've heard of stories where people start chatting it up, and, you know, 20 minutes later, they show up with mass carriers and 2 motherships, or can you even build 2 motherships? I think it's just 1 per game. Doesn't matter. Thing is that you get owned by just silly mistakes like that. You don't want to assume you won, guys. I guess that's the important thing. So, as you can see here, my expansion going on, I seem to be slowing down a little bit. I'm going for the tech route a little bit more. Yeah, not even making probes. I think I was kind of distracted at this point. This is another key thing. You never know when your opponent has snuck an expansion somewhere. So what I'm doing, I made a observer, and I am checking every single expansion in the map. Make sure there is nothing. Oh, it looks like that was it. Yeah, so you want to make sure, you know, that there's nothing left, because people that do cheeses and strategies like this are very, very sneaky, and you will regret it if you get too cocky and confident because you're a little bit ahead. So key in StarCraft, never think you're ahead until the game is over, until you see that GG. And even if you see the GG, you have to see the score screen announcement, the defeat or victory or whatever. So thank you guys. Again, just rate, subscribe, comment, do whatever you like. I appreciate if you guys subscribe, obviously, as it will allow me to be more motivated to make more videos, and I will see you guys next time. Have a good day.